We have become a nation of crises. You saw the most recent one, the debt crisis. It didn't need to be a crisis. The only reason that this president and this administration wanted it to turn into a crisis is so they could convince you and I and those that are clueless out there that we had to raise taxes. No, we don't. That we had to raise the debt ceiling. No, we didn't. Once again, they have deceived the American people into believing we needed to raise that debt ceiling one more time. If this administration had shown leadership a year ago, they could have put together a contingency plan that made sure that we pay the interest on the debt, that we pay our military and their families, that we pay the people that are dependent upon Social Security, and we pay people's Medicare and Medicaid bills, everything else you put on the table, and decide where the deep cuts go. They didn't want to make the tough decisions and make the deep cuts. That's what you should have done as a leader. And the so-called debt deal that they did finally agree to, all it did was to give the president another opportunity to raise the ceiling down the road. That's not fixing the problems. And last week, our national debt surpassed our gross domestic product. That makes us financially look just like Greece, except we're bigger. So they have shown that they cannot control their appetite for spending. This president has shown that he has an arrogant disregard for the American people when he shoves legislation down our throats, when the American people, according to the polls at the time, didn't want this solution. The fact that he insisted, with the help of his Democrats in Congress, to spend $1 trillion, wanting us to believe that we could spend our way to prosperity. How's that prosperity working out for you after that $1 trillion? It's not working out too well. And now this president is upset that he couldn't get his way and push through a tax increase. The last thing you need in a stalled economy is a tax increase. I did a radio interview, I think it was yesterday, and when the reporter who was doing the interview said, Mr. Cain, he asked me about the debt ceiling. I told him how I felt about the debt ceiling. He said, now some of the Democrats, they are now talking about raising taxes. What do you think about that? I almost dropped the phone. I said, what do I think about that? First of all, they shoot themselves in the foot with this debt deal. Why not take the gun and point it to their head and blow their brains out? That's the only thing left at this point. It is about the dumbest idea that you could come up with in this situation. Where's the common sense?